The DVCHC semifinals for the Patriot Division happen here tonight, and in an odd twisted turn of events, DVCHC American team Susquehanna will be facing off against DVCHC Patriot Group Kutztown in what is a very interesting matchup here tonight. Let's break down these two teams here. It is a do or die for these groups. Win to stay in. The Golden Bears ended their season 5-7-3 with 13 points in the standings. The River Hawks had a dominant season, 14-1-1 with 29 points. Kutztown, who was first in the DVCHC Fed, and the River Hawks, who are first in the DVCHC American. For your Golden Bears, your goals leader, McFadden, who had 9. Your assist leader, Rachichi, who had 8. And who can forget about Sweeney with his 14 points. Followed up by the River Hawks, Pisano's 37 goals, 18 assists, and 55 combined points. Really making the River Hawks team what it was this year with his ability to score. And you'll see Andrew Pisano out there right now, number 10 in the white. On the other end, we see Kutztown getting Mason Rash in net tonight. He'll get the start in what is his final collegiate playoffs, I do believe, as he is a senior. We talk about these teams, and we're going to break down some of their stats here. Kutztown, who averages an average of 3.3 goals per game. They allow 4.3 against, so the name of the game tonight is keeping Susquehanna off the board. That'll be the big key. And they have an average of 14.86 penalty minutes a game. They're going to need to keep those down if they want to beat Susquehanna here. On their other end, their opponents are Susquehanna Valley Riverhawks. 6.69 goals per game. They allow just 2.81. The margins are slim here. And 5.38 penalty minutes per game. A breakdown of the rosters here tonight. I'm told for the Golden Bears, the first line will be Matthew McFadden, Brendan Sweeney, and Connor McDowell. The second line, Austin Mason, Jackson Miller, Paul Snyder. Third line, Owen Brown, Seth Galsty, and Liam McCullough. And then the fourth line will be a mixture of Aiden Krell, Amber Michalowski, Gabriel Wyand, and Brian Neeson. Your defensive pairings for the Golden Bears, Patrick Rachichi and William Wett, Justin Rapone and Andrew Gajewski, and Andrew Lorch will be fifth defenseman. Mason Rash will be your starter, Tristan O'Connor the primary backup, and if all else fails, Trevor Knobloch will be your third goaltender. On the other side, the Riverhawks playing down a couple personnel here. No Jack Puskar, no Johnny Zadrovich, no Mark Twombly, and no Brendan Gleason. That'll be Pisano, Dima, Sebring, Donovan, Hecht, Seawright, Boyer, Lewis, Lavin on the forward pairs, or on the forward groups, I should say. And then the defensive pairings will leave La Greca, Riggs, Harrison. In net will be Brendan Allen, backed up by Aiden Farrell. Allen has been tested this season in a couple of games, but is a wild card when it comes down to games so far. We'll see how he handles this one here tonight. We mentioned it before, this is a do or die. You win to play in to the finals. Apologize, I'm adjusting my camera here, folks. But with that being said, good evening, fans. And with hits of spring in the air and warm setting across the valley, don't let the weather fool you. The ice is frozen solid. The skates are even colder. It's February 28, 2026, the end of the month, and the DVCHC semifinals are here. The number 1 seeded Susquehanna Valley Riverhawks soaring in this matchup as a team to beat, riding the momentum of their dominant regular season, but staying in their way. Your number 4 seeded Kutztown Golden Bears, battle-tested, hungry, and ready to claw their way into the championship. The Riverhawks bring speed, structure, and confidence, coming with the top seed. But the Golden Bears will counter with their grit, physicality, and nothing to lose intensity. Spring may be around the corner, but inside the arena, winter rules, and only one of these teams will skate away as the DVCHC Patriot finalist. Puck drop is a puck and a half and away. Let's see who rises and who falls tonight. Before we get started, it is expected that Matthew McFadden, Brendan Sweeney, Connor McDowell, Patrick Rachici, and William Wendt will start for your Kutztown Golden Bears here tonight. With the absences on the Riverhawks side, I'm unsure of who the starting lineup will truly be, as I have outdated information as to the lines, but I'll get the names as soon as they hit the ice. They'll have their last bench talks before what I presume will be anthems and then puck drop. I'd love to see in one of these games a official singer for the national anthems. Just makes it that much cooler. You'll see Mason Rash over there, Kutztown starter, getting himself prepped behind in that area. Tristan O'Connor is in gear, as well as No Block, to come in assistance in case we have a goalie replacement type situation. And that can happen in a million different ways, and it always strikes the worst possible moment. I remember last year at a playoff that I did, a goalie got injured, and those replacements really come in handy, as Then you're scrambling to try to find the next guy up. As I said before, McFadden, Sweeney, McDowell, Rachichi, and Wendt. On the other side, Dima, Pisano out there. Face off to be taken by McDowell, and still in a jam there. It's sent back to the defense. Kutztown with possession of the puck right now, trying to get through center. You see McDowell with it. McDowell chips it towards the cage. It's wide, trying to get around and find the puck again. Goes to the outside, kept on in the neutral ice. Sent back in. Riverhawks have possession. Deflected. That's going to send McDowell in. McDowell still has possession. Got it back from number 61, Matthew McFadden. Now, here come the Riverhawks after taking possession of the puck. Nice save by Mason Rash. It's a good first start for him. You want to make those first saves each and every time. It really helps the goalie confidence. I see McFadden chip that one on and around the boards. The Riverhawks having to make up 200 feet of ground back the other way to go on offense. Chip towards the cage. Nice saucer shot. And Rash trying to make the save, but an early strike there from the Riverhawks. Puts them up 1-0 on the board. And I think it's going to come from the big man down there, number 16. Unable to take Tiernan Hecht out of the picture. And he's going to find the back door. We'll mark that one down at 1 minute, 11 seconds into this contest. And some ground needs to be made up here by Kutztown. They got plenty of time to do it, though, as they are now scaling down ice. As Austin Mason chips that one in, trying to find another Golden Bear inside, unable to do so. It'll go to the outside. Chipped along. Safe in neutral. Mason has it. Mason with room takes a shot towards the cage. A nice save from Brendan Allen for the Riverhawks. Kept on in. It was off a deflection. The Riverhawks able to now escape with it. They're going to go through neutral ice. Kept on in, but only for a second. And back the other way. Here come the Riverhawks. It's Dylan LaGreca. LaGreca has possession along the boards. Takes a hit. Ref's arms up for a penalty. Next time Kutztown touches, there'll be a down a man here. And there goes the whistle. And an early call against the Golden Bears. They have a big kill upcoming. Face-off won by the Riverhawks. Pisano crossing over, ripped towards the cage, off the net, and he'll get us a stoppage in play here and give Mason Rash a rest. Sustained pressure is not the game you want to be playing in this, especially when you're down a man. There's 6 seconds to do this penalty, 1:54 left to go. 2.5 through this first period. Collected by the Riverhawks, shot towards the cage. It's wide and high. They'll have to resettle here, trying to get a cycle going. The Riverhawks from around the boards. That puck's gonna escape the zone. Pisano will have to play it through neutral. Finds his way back to Jackson Riggs. Puck taken away by Kutztown's own number 16. But back come the Riverhawks with a shot towards the netting as deflected off the stick of one of the Golden Bears. 1:19 left on the penalty to Kutztown here. And so far, the kill has yielded some great results. They've been able to go the other direction, and that's the key here. Play stuck along the boards finally. McDowell was able to pick it up. Pisano rips it towards the cage. Nice save by Rash. Rash was up to the task. Back comes McDowell, chips it on through, makes himself some space, but gets caught up there. Quickly work the Riverhawks. The Riverhawks on borrowed time. Pisano is in, rips towards the cage. Sorry, backboard, bounced it off, looking for a pass to himself. To the outside, ripped. Nice save by Rash, backdoor! And scored by the Riverhawks, put them up 2-0. Another shot from another big man. Their own number 5, Liam Dima. And a 2-0 deficit, not even 4 minutes through. Kutztown needs to find a response here. And referees are deliberating something. I don't know what's going on down there. They were issuing changes. The changes came as they fix up the penalty time here. And Kutztown right back on the penalty kill, it looks like. Paul Snyder was at the faceoff, unable to win it. The Riverhawks trying to transition out of their own zone. It will start with Dylan LaGreca. LaGreca in the offensive zone for the Riverhawks. Kutztown trying to get into a defensive formation here. They're down a man. It doesn't help. They did. But, oh, Mason Rash, what a save. He was a splits there. And some equipment lost on the ice. You can't have that missing on your hand. That's dangerous for the goalie. Good thing they got the whistle blown. I mean, he was missing his stick. He was missing his catching. I'm sorry, his blocker, excuse me. Just a danger, so good for the refs to get the whistle off there and give Mason the chance to collect his gear. Shift across, back inside. Glove Pisano. Tried the shot there. Nice save by Rash, trying to clear it out. This one's gonna escape the zone. It's gonna spring back the other way. And nobody home to help out, although quickly collected by Kutztown. To the outside and skips to neutral ice. They'll have to rework here.
Sure, you're on a power play.
In goes Kutztown. Nice hit lane. That's going to allow for some offense. To the outside it goes. Ripped towards the cage. Takes a deflection. It goes wide. Hit lane. A big hit at that. You saw the chaos of that one. Pisano goes back the other way. Rips it towards the cage. Off the netting. 29 seconds left on the power play, and my lord, what a hit. You saw that one from Liam McCullough. Trying to get some energy for this Golden Bears team. Get them into this game here. They have yet to register a shot on net. The hit is going to go a long way to getting that started. But first we're going to have to maintain possession of the puck here as Susquehanna has it. Nice pad save from Rash. Kept on in by the Riverhawks. Shot towards the cage. That one out in front. Pandemonium out in front of the cage. Mason Rash rolling. Nice save there from his defense. And they're going to clear this one out. Back the other way the puck goes. Sails 200 feet. The Riverhawks will have to rework it here. Chipped in to the offensive zone. As you're able to see, Kutztown now escaping with it into the benches. The Golden Bears, offensive zone for the Riverhawks. That one's chipped along, trying to start a cycle here up neutral ice. Doesn't work the way they were planning. You saw Justin Rapone right there trying to get to the puck. For the Golden Bears, they're able to get an effective clear there. It's back to 5-on-5 play now. Towards the cage. Stalled out for a second. Out front shot. Nice. It went wide. Back through neutral ice come the Golden Bears. It's a quick transition. Towards the cage. Ripped on. Nice glove save by Brendan Allen. Good on Kutztown to begin the challenge with one shot to get them going. And with 13:20 left in the first period, in desperate need of some offense here to capitalize. McCullough to center, able to win the faceoff, trying to keep it in play was Justin Rapone. Shot towards the cage, chest pad save. That one's loose still, trying to cross it over. Still in for Kutztown. Rip towards the cage, it's blocked again. Still in the zone. That was Andrew Lorch with that one. Lorch with a scorch towards the cage. Off the backboards, or off the glass, excuse me. And this will allow Kutztown to work out now. Lorch will peel back for some defense. Stop Pisano from a breakaway. Shot towards the cage. Nice save by Rash. Shot again. Gets blocked. Collected. And chipped on out. Chasing back the other way now. The Golden Bears with the puck. The Riverhawks quickly taking possession. They go towards the cage. Shot. Nice pad save there from Mason Rash. Knocked over.
Nice play. Nice play.
Big hit to keep it in. Off a deflection. Fire drill in the zone for Kutztown here. They need to get it out quick. The offensive advantage is firmly in the hand of Susquehanna right now, and that goes in the benches. We'll get a stoppage in game here. No delay of game penalties for this, so they won't dish anything out in regards to that. This will bring offense to the other side of the ice. Just right outside the Riverhawk zone. They win the faceoff, but they're going to send it right back out to the Kutztown defense.
There you go.
Ref's arm is up. Next time Susquehanna touches up, Kutztown will get a chance to go on offense here. A man up. Send out your power play unit here, coach. You're up a man. Entrusting that with McDowell, Sweeney, McFadden, and then Rapone and Gazuski in the back. That one cleared out by a Riverhawks player. It's going to scale 200 feet back the other way. Rash forced to play the puck. Rapone. Working on the transition now. You see Sweeney. Sweeney through neutral ice. He's moving quickly. Brendan Sweeney towards the cage. Goes around. Sends this one out and quickly intercepted by Pisano. Pisano on a breakaway. He's going 10 miles an hour. Plus, wasn't fast enough to catch up to that puck there. A little bit too slow. Shot towards the cage. Nice save from Allen. Even better shot there from the power play unit. Pisano towards the cage, way wide. Around the boards. The Golden Bears is behind the net. Transitioning out now. Back come the Riverhawks. They're trying to take that puck away. Kutztown said no. And they're going to try to work this one out. They still got 30 seconds left of power play time to work with. They see them charge the net. That one flipped over the cage. A chance to be collected by Owen Brown. Crossed on over and out it'll go. 22 seconds left on the power play for Kutztown.
Pressure. Go.
In the zone. Kutztown trying to maintain some possession here. Rip towards the cage. Nice save by Allen. Shot from Liam McCullough. Riverhawks coach getting his changes up. Face off one by the Golden Bears. Ripped towards the cage. Deflected off the pads. Crossover. It's loose out front. Knocked over. And they got it. Allen able to hop on top of the puck and get a stoppage. But between Brown, Galsty, and McCullough converging on the net, it's a scary recipe. Galsty to center. He's going to try to pull his face-off back again for his team. Doesn't work this time, but it's cleared to the outside. Kept on in and offsides, they'll call it. It was close. Just enough. That one from Andrew Gazuski. Unable to keep it in. They'll pull it outside the zone. Excuse me, my camera's locked. What the heck? There we go. From behind the net, see the Golden Bears will come out in transition with this. Intercepted though. Kept on in temporarily by the Riverhawks. Not long enough. This one's going to go back the other way. Icing the call. Bring this play 200 feet back. Shot towards the cage, it goes wide. And back come the Golden Bears, 25 in quick transition. Icing the call. Face off one by the Riverhawks. Shot towards the cage. Rash got a little bit of help from the blocking from Gazuski. Riverhawks trying to come back in. Doesn't quite work. Bring out Galsty. Galsty didn't have it for very long. Back come the Riverhawks. Towards the cage. Rash. Nice, easy save for him. 8:14 to go in this first period. Kept along. Thanks to a little help from Lorch. Kept in there by number 23, Austin Mason. The Riverhawks back the other way they come. It's Pisano. Floated up and over the head and collected by Patrick Richichi. Pisano takes a shot on in. Rachici's going to stop that one from going towards the cage. Mason, Rash, won't have to see the shot. Sprained back the other way. Here comes the Kutztown offense. Led along. And a save off the shot. Looked like it was William Went that was charged up the ice on one. They'll get some players out here. Sent Paul Snyder to center. Ripped towards the cage and gloved out of the air by Allen. Snyder back at center. Misdraw. They're going to redo this. Brendan Sweeney joins the fray. Ripped towards the cage. That one came from Patrick Rachici. Rachici trying to get involved on offense here. Crossed on in. Here come the Golden Bears. Ripped towards the cage. It's wide. Lands right down. Rachici crossing over. Had Rapone. The Riverhawks have possession. As one bounces back. Rash collects. Leaves it behind. He's going to quick transition his team out here. Spurred upon by Austin Mason. Mason up ice. Chips it on in. He's going to get himself a change and allow his teammates to come in and try to make something happen. A little bit of offensive magic. As McDowell's out there. A quick chase down there from Kutztown's offense. And now they're going to try to work their way back up ice here again. It's William Went. Went has possession. Trying to glide through. Crossing over. Puck was loose out front. Behind the net they have it. And never mind. Sorry, Allen was able to glove it. Bring McFadden to center. McFadden able to win this for the Golden Bears. Chipped on in and around the boards. Collected by the Riverhawks. Intercepted by the Golden Bears. Back it goes. Chasing are the Riverhawks, unable to get to it in time. Trying to spring out the Golden Bears. They're in the offensive zone. Ripped towards the cage. It's wide. There was a gap in the net. From behind the net, trying to stuff attempt. No. Kept on out. Kept in by Kutztown. Knocking Susquehanna's players all over. And the puck finally cleared out. This is going to allow Went to go back the other way. Went has a shot. Takes it. Blocked in the traffic. Chipped along the boards. Towards the cage. Shot goes on. Whoa! Ricochet. You see the offense coming now here for the Golden Bears. Towards the cage. Up high. Kept in. Looking for an angle. Goes to the opposite side. Tries to tap it in. Unable to keep it. Kept in by the defense. Turned in. Kept on. Towards the cage it went. Unable to get there. Puck was bouncing all over. Back go the Golden Bears. It's Went. It's the puck from behind the net. Tries to work 200 feet up ice here. Saw McCullough take a hit. As he's going to dump this puck in, allow his teammates to get inside, get himself a change. Kept just out of play. Unfortunately, number 19 was trying to keep it in for the Golden Bears. A valiant effort by Galsty. Pisano knocked down. Galsty with the puck. Galsty's got a big body. He can shield that thing pretty well. Galsty tries to take it up. Trying to pit pocket there. And a nice pit pocket there from Galsty. That's going to give Kutztown the puck, and they're going to try to go up here for some offense. Up they go. Mason takes a shot. It was a good save from the Riverhawks goaltender. Now Kutztown needs to get the puck back and try to sustain something here. That one out of play. We'll get a stoppage and a reset here. They call Paul Snyder to center. They're going to bring it back inside the defensive zone for Kutztown. If Kutztown can't win this face-off, they're going to need a heavy blue line kill on the offensive pressure that Susquehanna's going to bring. Luckily, it's not a man down. Able to intercept the puck, the Riverhawks are behind the net. Golden Bears trying to find Paul Snyder. Snyder had it. Pass it along. They're going through neutral ice. It's a three-man attack. Mason waits, takes a shot, gets blocked off the skate. It's still in the possession of Kutztown, out front. Oh, pandemonium. And finally able to clear it down ice. 2:52 left in the first period. Richichi was waiting, but instead they'll go for a long stretch break for Kutztown. Get some changes here. They're going to call that icing, looks like. And they're going to bring this back 200 feet. McDowd to center. He's got Richichi on the blue line waiting for him if he can win it and get it back to him. Unfortunately, he'll go to the Susquehanna Riverhawks for that one. Bounced in. Kept it by the Golden Bears. Towards the cage. Shot. Gets there, but saved. Shot towards the cage again. It's high. Richichi with it. Able to get the puck out there. Before taking the hit was a Kutztown player. I think that was McDowell. Back to Richichi. Richichi towards the cage. Off the pad. Kept in by Kutztown. And around the boards they go. The Riverhawks with it. Shot towards the cage. It's up high and wide. And back come the Riverhawks in quick transition towards the cage. Rash has to make a save. No, he doesn't. Nice defensive stoppage. That one coming from the captain, Richichi, for the Golden Bears. Towards the cage, it's wide shot. Nice save. Rash able to get over just in time for a pad deflection save. Minute 12 left in this first period. Damage thus far has been limited to Kutztown. Still very much in this game here. They got to get some offense going in the second period or capitalize for the end of the first. Shot towards the cage. Nice save by Rash. Rash looking for the deflection. Nice. Ball's on top of it there. Very alert, very aware was Rash on that. He knew the danger. 48.7 to go in the period. Face off, won by Riverhawks temporarily. Kutztown Golden Bears able to retake quick possession. They're going to spring and attack down ice, unable to get something going, but still with 30 seconds, they could dump this in and try to make something happen. Time for some offensive magic here. Towards the cage, nice save, collected, and Allen had the puck. They were trying to chip it off his stick and in. Unable to get him to cough it up. He had pretty clear cut possession of that, I should say. As they call Galsty to center for the Golden Bears. Galsty has it. Goes back, shot towards the cage, it's wide. 18 seconds left. One last push for the Riverhawks, no. Rapone able to get this one over. Finds his way, shot towards the cage. 8 seconds to go in the period. Rapone is gonna take one shot, gets blocked, 1 second. And now it brings us to the end of one. Kutztown limits the damage to 2-0. But they need some offense here in the second period in order to make something happen. We'll rejoin you guys after they're done with the ice cut for period number 2 of the DBCHC Patriots semifinals. Second period, they'll swap sides of the ice. Hopefully, this may spark some Kutztown offense here. Only down 2-0. The deficit, not yet worrisome, but definitely be keeping an eye on that clock. And the message in the locker room to Kutztown. That first period was not what we were expecting, right? We didn't get a whole lot of offense off until the late part of the period. We know we're better than this. Let's get something going. And I think you're going to see Kutztown try to come out flying. As always, Pisano is a hard guy to counter, but is counterable. They'll send McDowell to center. Sweeney and McFadden will flank. Backed up by Rapone and Gazuski. Rapone to Gazuski. Gazuski's gonna flip this one on out. Was gonna try to spring McFadden. McFadden had to split a gap. There was no way, so he sends the puck on in. Kept in by the Golden Bears. They have an offensive zone possession only temporarily. As back come Pisano. Pisano for the Riverhawks. Loses the puck. McFadden. Operating over and just off sides. You saw a nice link up there. McDowell to Sweeney and what was a crisp pass. Just doesn't quite manifest into the chance that they wanted it to. Face-off will come to the outside. Oh, they'll come way outside. I'm sorry. It's coming over here. It's won by the Golden Bears. As you see Gazuski with it there earlier. Here comes the Riverhawks. Deflected off the skate there of Sweeney. You know, a name that I'm all too familiar with. I remember Sweeney from a little bit ago. As that's where towards the cage gets blocked. And it's going to get flipped on out to neutral ice, allow for Kutztown to reform. 1.5 minutes through here. As Sweeney sends this one along behind the net, he's gonna move out. Gets some quick passing. He's gonna really help out this Kutztown offense in the production category, as they need some production. Out come the Golden Bears. There's a break. You're going to see him charge towards the net. McFadden rips it. Oh, it's up high. Was trying to go to the top shelf. Just couldn't reach Grandma's shelf on that one, and the cookies will remain in the jar. But like a kid, he's trying to get his hands in that cookie jar. Face-off won by the Golden Bears there. Pisano was going to quickly win it back, though. Going to spring one of his own back the other way. Liam Dima rips that one and off the padding, off the netting. Pisano, you saw Snyder at center, ripped towards the cage by Pisano for the Riverhawks. Rash going to slow that puck down, easier control for his team to works something. Mason turning to shield the puck. Gets it out to Snyder. Finds its way to Richichi. Lorch is out there in defense. Susquehanna trying to get it off. Went. You saw Went trying to deflect it aside, unable to do so. Chipped along to Snyder. Snyder's in. Snyder rips it towards the cage, and the back of the net! Paul Snyder! And the deficit goes to 1. And the celebration begins. Kutztown officially has entered the game. Paul Snyder is on the board. Tristan O'Connor is losing his mind. And that's a guy I want as a cheerleader on my team. Tristan O'Connor over there, always excited, always pumped up. I'm laughing at that celebration on the bench. Paul Snyder, folks, as he skates off for a change here. Kutztown with a little bit of life. You see Rapone. Rapone working it quickly. It's sent on in. Behind the net it goes. Kept in by the Golden Bears. Chipped along the boards. Went was trying to go for it. Couldn't get there. Rapone trying to be his man out. Gets it across. Ripped towards the cage and in. Was wide. You're not going to get it towards the cage from that angle, but you're at least going to get yourself a spring attack. And that's Rapone crossing over. Back to Rapone it goes. Losing a stick, they touch up, and I think Kutztown's going to get called on this. They try to sort this out. They'll sit Owen Brown. Owen Brown will sit his opposite. Christian Sebring will take the face-off and win it. Back to Bisano. Bisano crossing over. Ripped towards the cage by a Susquehanna Riverhawk. Blocked, though. Doesn't get there ever. Back comes the Kutztown Golden Bears. Has to peel off, though. Does Seth Galsty as he's held up there by the defense. That's going to spring. Some offense there. Had Matthew McFadden chase down the puck. I understand the caution, though. That one hit something. You heard some iron. McFadden continues to chase Pisano down. Pisano is the points leader, goals leader, assist leader on the team. Nice shot, nice save by Mason Rash. Rash up to the task again. And that one's cleared on out. 1 minute left on the power play. The penalty kill for the Golden Bears, exceptional so far. That one cleared to Pisano. Pisano gets it along. Finds way to Dima. Dima. Shot around the boards, not towards the cage. They're going to go for the change instead of the chase down to the puck. Wise decision on the kill. 40 seconds left to go on that. Intercepted, though. Sent out. It was Connor McDowell. McDowell working in junction with Sweeney. Got it out. Chipped in. Cleared out again. 15 seconds left on the kill. Sent in by McDowell, excuse me, not McFadden. The confusion, McFadden who wears 61, McDowell who wears 26. Sweeney chasing down Kutztown there. Shot towards the cage, a nice block. That one went off with McFadden, I believe. And behind the net for Richichi. Richichi goes out, links up. It was Neeson linking up. Crossing over. Sweeney takes a shot, and it's blocked off the netting. High, it goes off a block, and they'll get a stoppage and reset.
Down and
Face-off upcoming here. That one's gonna skid back. Went has to go and get it. Went retrieves the puck. He'll wait to play. Nice move. Gets the defender off his back. It's actually kind of nasty, I'm not even gonna lie. Crossing over. Whoa, that's gonna spring someone. And trying to get a Golden Bears player loose. Went takes a shot. Goes to the back. Trying to go around. Stuff attempt. Allen was quick to get back to his positioning. Went takes a shot again. It's out in front. Trying to cross over. Pandemonium. Susquehanna can't keep the puck. Rachichi trying to go back and retrieve it. It'll be Went on the outside. Went for the Golden Bears. Went clears it in. He's going to try to sprint a Golden Bear or two in to try to hunt it down. Snyder, who has the goal for the Golden Bears here, that's currently making this score 2-1, is out on the ice now. You see Justin Rapone, and offsides. I think they're just going to call it barely. It was really close. And that's one of those situations where you have to judge it quickly, and sometimes the call isn't perfect. Good on Justin Rapone to sprint some offense here. Galsey gets one back. Rapone to collect. Rapone has it. Sends it along. Collect it up. That one sent on out. Kept in though temporarily. Shot towards the cage. Saved by Mason Rash. Rash, an absolute menace here tonight with his saving. Keeping this Kutztown team in it. He's been called upon 20 times. He's come up 18 of them. That's wide of the cage. Back inside, you're gonna see Kutztown trying to get this puck back. They've been trying to get bodies towards it, and oh, Aaron pass. William McCullough had it for a second. He lost it though. Went trying to get the puck off the stick. Went gets it. Went has it. He's gonna go through neutral ice. Went has room. Loses the puck though. To Dima. Dima gets knocked down. In for Susquehanna. Kutztown has it. Back come the Golden Bears. Transition play. Shot towards the cage. Oh! Galsey had the angle. Just couldn't put it on net. Oh my God. And Galsey has me all excited. I want to see him score. Come on, Galsey. Net Lucevitz Moorings. I think a puck actually got stuck under it. I don't even know what happened there. But net troubles that need to be fixed. 11:35 left in this second period. In case you're just joining us, shot towards the cage. Nice save by Allen. In case you're just joining us, though, we saw an excellent goal from Paul Snyder, number 41, in the Kutztown colors there, getting the Golden Bears to a within one. This all got started off with a goal from Tiernan Hecht from the Susquehanna Valley Riverhawks. Now it's McFadden trying to keep it in. It's behind the net, collected. That was McDowell, not to be confused if you're an Alvernia folk with Duncan McDowell. This is a very different McDowell. Connor McDowell, just for clarifications. You know, it's funny, I never thought I'd be calling you a dual name. That one shot towards the cage. Rapone keeps it in for the Golden Bears. Oh, and a collision along the boards. That's dangerous. Gonna sprint some offense. Oh, I just couldn't find the angle. Shot towards the cage again. It's wide. Rapone chases it down. Turns it around. Oh, loses the handle. That's gonna spring them back the other way. Here come the Riverhawks. Shot towards the cage. Nice save by Mason Rash. He bats it aside. bringing back the Golden Bears. Here they come. Crossing over. Back come the Riverhawks. You see Rapone in defensive duties, working alongside Rachichi. That one sent softly to the other side. McDowell waits to potentially receive this puck. And in case any of you are wondering, this is actually a DBCHC American versus DBCHC Patriot matchup. I was shocked too when I figured it out. Pisano rips it towards the cage. Nice save by Mason Rash. Susquehanna, they're trying to knock him off the puck there. They have possession, trying to cross over, being hounded all the way. The Bears out of hibernation now, folks. They're hunting this puck hard. Collected by Kutztown. Sent along the boards. You see Lorsch lay a hit. What a hit! I think that was actually wet, excuse me. It's Paul Snyder. Snyder's gonna have to dump and run. He'll chase it in. Snyder has the goal for the Golden Bears here. The golden goal. Pisano back the other way. Here comes Pisano towards the cage. Nice save. Mason Rash with commanding glove. Extended the overhead. I got it. I'd like to thank my Albernian crew for tuning in tonight and coming out to support Kutztown crew here. These guys, thanks you to all who are tuning in tonight, and this has been such a wonderful game so far. So if you're just joining us now, you're at the climax of it all. At Reigns a post. A nice hit there for Kutztown. And that's what got their offense all started. A big hit that ended that first period. Now it's going to spring them back the other way here. You saw Brown and Galsty trying to make something of it. Galsty chasing down that puck. Went to Galsty. Galsty on in. Galsty trying to find Brown. Owen Brown, who is player extraordinaire himself. No icing call. So they'll send this to Galsty. Galsty will send it on out. Clears it. 7:58 to go. On their way. Back it goes. No man waiting. Here comes Galsty. Galsty trying to knock him out the puck. Went has it. Went through center. Went goes on in. Went is on offense. Trying to drive the net. Goes around. Looks for an open cage. Oh, he got knocked off the puck last second. You hate to see it. You hate to see it, folks. Because Pisano ripped it towards the cage. Whoa, Pisano. Sharp shooter. And caught out of play on transition. Pisano driving that. Catches Mason Rash on the open angle. Down by 2 with 7:20 to go in this second period. Still another 20 minutes of play, but the look is not desirable right now. Sweeney works his way back to his defense. You see Rapone chipped on out. Nice by McFadden. Sends it along. Rapone keeps it in. Rapone chips it, trying to Sweeney. Sweeney was too far out. It'll belong to McDowell. Towards the cage, they're trying to drive it. Chip, oh! It's loose. It was Sweeney and I was getting excited there. Kept in. Kutztown goes back to retrieve, trying to keep that pressure on. It's out now. Here comes Andrew Pisano. Pisano has a combined 57 points in the regular season. A shoulder save from Rash. Rash gets one wide, spared of the onslaught there for just a second. 6:22 left in this second period. Crossed over. Susquehanna trying to find room. Towards the cage, goes wide. Kutztown a little bit more cautious after getting caught in transition. Rip towards the cage, kept down by Rapone. Cleared on out. Not as far as they would like, but away from Rash's crease area. Back they go. Susquehanna trying to make something happen here. Kutztown needs to get solid on defense.
Come on, boys.
Able to get it out now. Chipped on out and falls stick at 91. Could have had a nice spring there.
Come on, Andrew.
Just couldn't spring the attacker. 5:38 left to go. Icing called. We'll get a stoppage and a reset. Daniel Gazuski will be backing this Kutztown defense here as they, with 5.5 left to go, are in desperate need of another goal to take into the next period. This should be an icing call, I believe. Yes, we'll go 200 feet back the other way. Kutztown trying to slow this game down a little bit and find their footing. Understandable considering the circumstances. Won by Kutztown. Kutztown with possession. They work back the other way. Tried for it. Oh, and that puck is loose. That's going to sprain somebody. Here comes Kutztown. Kutztown alone, and oh, stick aside. That should be a penalty. They're calling for it. Yes, they're going to get it. They are going to get 2 minutes on the board here. Susquehanna will sit for 2. They hook Jack Dunn. An opportunity for the Golden Bears to put back within 1 this game. Paul Snyder to center. Snyder with the face-off winch. Kept in by Went. Went around the boards, kept on in. Towards the cage, kicked aside. Whoa! Loose! It's in the back of the net! It's Paul! All over again! Paul Snyder, 1 goal away from a hat trick, and the dream is alive. And just what Susquehanna said, we can suck out your victory. They get a power play. Paul Snyder puts in the back of the net off of Pandemonium and puts the pressure on now. This has been quite the exciting matchup. And with 4:58 to go in the second period, Paul Snyder is right now the Golden Bears hero. Give that man a chain after this game. Charging towards the cage, turn around, nice play. Paul Snyder trying to keep it. He's 41, as we said before. He has 2 goals tonight. He's on a hat trick alert. And we love when our players are on a hat trick alert. There's Went. Went trying to cross over, gets intercepted. Back the other way. Shot towards the cage. Mason Rash, nice deflection. Went was able to get in the way. Defensive save by Went. Saves Rash the trouble. Shots 27-20 in favor of Susquehanna. And this stadium is going wild. Gazuski cleared it on in. Rapone lays a hit, knocks the man off. Left behind.
Go, Seth!
And I believe that's 86. Shot towards the cage. Nice save. He was in position, just didn't really need to do the saving, I guess. As that one's cleared on out. Collected by Gazuski again. It's in center. Gonna spring him. Shot towards the cage. Wide. Collected in the neutral ice. And cleared. Rapone will have to go back and get it. Rapone has the legs to do it. You see him in the backboards, clearing this up. Pisano rips it. Nice save by Mason Rash. And that one's out. Speed the other way. And you see Kutztown speedsters going to work here. Austin Mason. Rapone waits on the outside to potentially receive the puck. He's speedy. Sends it over. Springs Matthew McFadden. McFadden towards the cage. Saved by Allen. Out in front. No one home. Rapone was waiting, just not the intended man to receive. Nice hit laid. Collected. That one by Owen Brown. Around the boards it goes. Susquehanna with the puck. It was only temporary. Now they're trying to go back and retrieve it. Kutztown's been all over them this period. Forward it goes. And that's offsides, I believe. With 2 minutes, 11 seconds left, that was quite the sequence. Face off on the outside zone. That one sent inside. Kutztown will go for a chase. You see Sweeney. McFadden. Out it goes to Richichi. McFadden hesitant to touch. Back they go. They want an ice thing and they'll get it. We'll bring this back 200 feet. One minute, 48 seconds left. Face off one by the Golden Bears. They go back to the blue liners. Ripped towards the cage. Took a hop. That was dangerous. Allen was ready. Back to the blue liners again. Ripped by Richichi. Roll! Richichi makes it 3-3. The dream is very much alive. And the crowd goes wild. And for the first time tonight, this game is tied. Thanks to a goal by blue liner Richichi. That's Richichi, folks. I mentioned it in my pregame. Richichi, not the owner of the goals record, but he's got the most assists on this team right now. He nets himself a goal here tonight. And what a pretty prize it'll be. Pisano trying to make it 4-3. Goes off the netting for a stoppage in play. And Richichi received the hero's welcome on the bench there. With the puck and a half left, we are 3-3. And Paul Snyder's back out there. Paul Snyder has been the nightmare here tonight for this Susquehanna Riverhawks team. Blocking a shot there. Paul Snyder gets free. He's going down. It's a 3-on-1. They're working towards the cage. Oh, it's wide. Paul Snyder was waiting on the inside. Kept in. Kutztown trying to cross over, gets blocked. It's Went trying to keep it on in, couldn't do it. So fall out to the blue liners. Paul Snyder, on in it goes. 45 seconds left in this second period. Sent on forward, it's Gazeski. Gazuski, what am I saying? Nice hit late along the boards. That's going to get something going here. Take that momentum to the third period, boys. Pisano back the other way. And Pisano with one last rush. He's going to try. Gets blocked. Oh! Up high and wide of the cage. Back down ice. One last rush for the Kutztown group here. If they can get the puck back. That'll do it. Oh, it's loose out front. Oh, my Lord. They left it loose. They thought time was up. And Susquehanna escapes this period. They're all tied up now, though, folks. Paul Snyder, Patrick Rachichi, giving this team a chance. We will rejoin you for the third period of play. Let these heroes skate off the ice. Need I say more than Paul Snyder, Patrick Rachichi, and Mason Rash? I think that sums up that second period perfectly. If you're joining us just now, this game is now tied. A game that was at one point 2-0, then 3-1, and now 3-3. For notes of the game, I was informed that Paul Snyder has his first 2-goal game of the season. No better time than playoffs. Rachichi has his first goal of the season. No better time than playoffs. And then, of course, Mason Rash, the man who has been guarding this cage for ages. It was a rough start with the first 2 goals, but he has settled in nicely. Now we're off to the third and final period of action. 20 minutes on the board. We're getting going. The sound of the sticks. We're off. Cleared in. Rapone will play alongside fellow defenseman. Try to get this out. This was a side of the ice that wasn't too friendly to Kutztown in that first period. They need to make it a friendly side if they want to win this. That one's chipped on towards the cage off the back. Rapone has it. Rapone waits with the puck. He'll chip it on out. Back comes McFadden. McFadden in transition. Gets it over. Right towards the cage. Whoa! That one nearly went in the back of the net, just a little bit too high and far. That would have been a top shelfer. McFadden trying to retrieve it. That'll force Kutztown to pull back now. They are hounding for the puck. And puck in benches will get a reset. And out comes Paul Snyder on hat trick watch tonight. We mentioned before, folks, this will be his first hat trick of the season as well, as he skates all the way back to try to get a hold of the puck. Kutztown just trying to pile up numbers. Nice interceptions. That one by Mason, as it's settled down in neutral ice. Stoppage play, I think that was just barely not icing there, but it's going to be icing. They were right on the line. That clock counting down now. It's a tie game. Overtime may very well be upon us, as the faceoff is won by the Golden Bears. They'll try to get this puck out. I think the Golden Bears just need one more goal here. That's what they want. Keep Susquehanna from scoring again. Get the last goal. Get it early so you guys can mount on the pressure. Icing. Kutztown able to win this one. Try to shoot towards the cage, unable to get it there. Trying to get the puck. The size advantage was definitely in favor of Kutztown on that matchup. And through neutral ice they go. Rip towards the cage. Whoa, that was dangerous. Rash up to the task. That's going to allow Lorch back the other way. Owen Brown, not there for it. Neither was Gousty, so they'll use Lorch to Brown. Brown chips in. Inside, Galsty chasing. Susquehanna does have it. Loose. Pisano, though, has been a danger. They are going to attack Pisano. Oh, nice save by Rash. We've been saying all night, Rash up to the task. Lorch trying to get a hold of it. Galsty and Lorch chasing it down. Finally chipped along. Rip from the outside. Nice save by Rash. He's going to freeze this one up, though. Get rid of the danger.
All the magic we gave up, all the love we had and lost, and in my head.
That one chipped in behind. A lot of firsts here tonight, folks. As that one saved by Mason Rash. But a first multi-goal night here for Paul Snyder. A first goal night here for Rachichi on the Kutztown side, as I've been told. Face-off upcoming. Trying to yank that one back. Susquehanna has it. Goes wide of the cage. Collected. Trying to get it on out. Finds McFadden. McFadden loses it. So instead, it'll be in the possession of Susquehanna. Temporarily as Rapone gets a hold. Rapone works it on in. Trying to find it. McFadden and couldn't get a hold. Back the other way comes Susquehanna. They have the shot advantage. Rip towards the cage. Whoa! And a trickler that goes on in. 16-13 left. Face-off upcoming. Won by Pisano. Rips towards the cage. Nice save. Save again. And knocked loose. Sweeney. Brennan Sweeney trying to cross over, unable to get to it. Chipped on out. Back goes Pisano. Stopped again by a block shot. Stopped again by Rash. Like I said, Mason Rash has really been a thorn in the side of this Susquehanna team, no pun intended. Dima trying to cross over. Out comes Kutztown. They got some speed to them. It's Went, the blue liner. Went loses the handle and gets poked right out from under him. Went keeps it on the blue line. Inside, ripped. It's loose. Out in front. Oh, and no one able to get to it. Back goes the Riverhawks. Number 63. Paul Snyder, the man who's on hat-trick watch. Shot towards the cage. I think it was offsides.
Let's go!
Snyder to center. Snyder's going to keep it in neutral. Try to find an angle on in. He's going to dump and run with it.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Gets it. Kutztown has to go back behind and try to regain possession. It's Went. Sends it back in.
Come on.
Went unadvised going back inside. Snyder will wait with Went. Lorch waits for it. He gets a hold. Lorch has it. Snyder waits as the middleman on the outside. Instead, they'll go to number 11. And that puck comes way up high. Hey! And the ref wouldn't let him keep it.
That wasn't sure what protocol was. He wanted it back though.
And the referee should have to give you a puck if they want it back. They have to give you a game puck. That should be standard protocol. As someone's stick went flying, I don't know where that was from.
Whose stick was that?
Random equipment just goes flying now, you know.
Come on, son!
Galsty trying to get outside. Instead, they'll spring. Pisano for Susquehanna. Shot, nice save by Rash. Went has it. Went will advance down ice.
Liam!
McCullough unable to keep a hold, so he'll use Galsty. Galsty goes back to Richichi. Richichi on in, around the boards. 13 minutes left. Kutztown has to be very cautious. They need a goal, but they can't surrender too many more. Pisano back the other way. Tries to send it on through a man. Looked like he was using Dima. Out comes Kutztown now. Nice soft along. Kutztown on out. Oh, and the collision. That's a hard thing to stop there. It's in those situations where you're just unlucky. You gotta get back up. And a heads up to McFadden there as that puck goes out of play. You want me to move my stuff so you can get in closer?
Oh no, I'm cool. Right, thank you.
Face-off upcoming. That one won out by Kutztown. They're on in. They're trying to go back to Sweeney, excuse me. McFadden shot towards the cage by Sweeney. To the outside, ripped on in. It took a stick, so it's still in play. McFadden has it. McFadden goes outside. Ripped towards the cage, takes a block. And that was Rapone trying to get it towards the cage. Sent in. Back goes Pisano on a break. He's dangerous. Not that time. He goes wide of the cage. Sweeney was trying to go back and get it. Pisano caught stargazing a couple of times there when he's taking the shots. Sent just a little bit too high. He is a danger. Luckily, his miss is keeping Kutztown in this game. Oh, kept in. Way to send it into the play there, buddy. Snyder back to try to counter. Lorch out in front of the net. Sent on out and a nice change. Towards the cage, nice save by Rash. Went will escort the puck out only as far as the edge of the defensive zone. Snyder will have to go back in. Susquehanna making clearing a very hard opportunity. This should be icing. Yes, we'll go back 200 feet. It's a tight game here, folks, 4-3. Shots fall in favor of the home team, Riverhawks. Won by the Riverhawks, sent on in. Around the boards. And the officiating crew unhappy with something. They'll send Kutztown to sit. Kutztown has a big kill upcoming, down a man. They need to will their team back into it. The referees and officiating crew are sorting something out here. Not quite sure what, but it's gonna delay us here for a second. Face-off won by the Riverhawks. Shot towards the cage, Rash. Didn't have to face it, was blocked. Susquehanna errand on the pass, that was gonna skip on out. And it'll force Bisano back to chase. Here comes the Riverhawks towards the cage, that's wide. Caught stargazing again, he sends that one to the stratosphere. Face off, one out by Susquehanna. Gauci had a good shot at it, crossing over. Rash was ready. Bisano towards the cage, saved by Rash. Again, another save by Rash. Rachichi trying to get it out. He'll use Gauci, and it's cleared. Shots now stand 40-26 in favor of the Riverhawks. Riverhawks are converting on every 10 shots. Comparison to their Golden Bears group, about every 7 or 8. And a nice save there. I mean, Rash was up to the task there again. And send the back of the net through the legs of Mason Rash by 3. There was 39 seconds left on that power play. It's now over. A power play marker for this Riverhawks group. They'll send Sweeney to center. McFadden will wait off to the side. Crossing on over. It's Kutztown's turn for a power play. They're gonna spring McFadden. McFadden sends it on in. This is how Kutztown got going last time. A power play goal turned into a tie-up going into the next period. This could be the start. They go back. The clock very much against them now with 2. Goals down, 8.5 to go. Whip towards the cage, gets blocked. And it's on out, minute 23 to go. From behind the net, the Golden Bears come out. McFadden trying to drive the cage, takes a shot, it goes wide. Went, has a hold, sends it inside to McFadden. McFadden to the outside. Trying to cycle this puck. That's gonna spring. No, Pisano will just chip. As you see, Rapone carrying this puck on out through neutral ice. He now is going north on offense. Quickly driving towards the cage. Shot again. Whoa, it's wide. Couldn't have the angle there. Rachichi will go back to retrieve. 30 seconds on the man advantage for the Golden Bears. Chipped on through. Kept on in, deflected off of Dima. Not to be confused with the player I call by the name of Lance Zima. Kept in, Rapone. Went back to McFadden into Rapone. Rapone loses the handle, goes to McFadden. McFadden rips it. Nice shot by McFadden, couldn't find the open angle. And now it'll be offsides. Delayed as it was. A hockey song no one's a stranger to. Made famous in the movie Slapshot. Not the way this game has turned out tonight. I don't think I've ever seen, actually that's not true. I think I've seen one game like Slapshot. That's towards the cage, Rash with a nice save. Here comes the Golden Bears on through. It's Gousty. Gousty from behind the net. Tries to wind it out to center. Has a hold. Shot towards cage. Saved by Allen. Rowing? Come on, bro.
She just got back.
I'm here with Kutztown, so.
Yeah, my dad thinks we're Kutztown's on me, and I was like, oh, that means you're here.
How'd you hear I was doing Kutztown?
Because I knew you'd do it.
That's true. That and Penn State Berks, I do 3 clubs now. Here comes Susquehanna back the other way. It's Pisano. Pisano has it. Deep dive dip. Not like Logan Buki, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think anyone could do it like he does. Going around, it's the Golden Bears. Collected up, Pisano sends it back in. A game that once stood 3-3 coming into the third. Now 5-3 with 5 to go. Crossed on over, unable to reach it. Collected. It's Paul Snyder. He's on hat trick watch tonight. Snyder's gonna cross over. Try to find it. Oh, and a nice break. This is gonna spring. Saved off to the side. Incredible move. Back come the Riverhawks towards the cage. Rash up to the task on that one. You see them try to pound the net. They want a 6th goal. Across it goes. Snyder in transition. Couldn't quite get it through to anyone. It hit a couple of sticks, I think, just on the wrong side of it all. Here comes Kutztown. They're in. Nice deflection. Keeps the hold for the Golden Bears. Out in front, It's loose. Looking for the rip. Whoa! It's in the back. Oh no! Not in. We'll see what they say.
Is it a goal? Yes, it's a goal.
Yes, and they're claiming it went in, so this should be 5-4. I don't know by who, as there were so many sticks on that puck. Or excuse me, there's a penalty for high sticking. See you tomorrow. What? Your dad told you, didn't he?
Now, boys.
Kept on in. Around the boards it goes.
Keep it.
Kutztown currently up a man. They need to capitalize on this. They weren't given the goal on the last play there.
Last time.
The high sticking blown dead just before, probably because the puck was tapped in by a Susquehanna player. An interesting, obviously, nuance of delayed penalties. This is going to bring McFadden. McFadden takes a shot. Oh! And everyone just saw what I saw. You're all in shock. Pisano found Went. Went has it. Went drives the net, unable to get in, so he'll have to go inside. Passing cycle going for Kutztown. It goes across, they're unable to get a hold. Goes back outside to Went. Went keeps the hold for only a second. Pisano spun loose towards the cage. Rash with a save. This is the game of the night here. McFadden on through. McFadden has it towards the cage. Whoa, diving save by Allen. Working back the other way, you see Kutztown with it. Up ice they go. Intercepted. Rapone will have to go back and get it from Rash. Mason Rash to Rapone. Rapone up neutral. Over to Galsty and offsides. Timing just off by a couple of seconds there. "13 seconds left to man up." A power play that hasn't yielded results in this third period, and the results are much needed. We said the danger would be if they went down a goal. They're down 2 with 2:23 left to go. Trying to get them back within 1. Galsty on in.
Go get it.
David versus Goliath type hit. I think David was somehow able to survive that one. Towards the cage, shot on through. Oh, couldn't line it up. It's kept in though. Galsty towards the cage, gets blocked, takes a couple of hops. Hop, skip it, a jump, it's out. Back goes Rapone for an icing. We'll bring us 200 feet back the other way.
Let's go. Wheels, buddy, wheels.
I'm out.
7 left in this game. Disregarding any potential ties, McFadden has it. McFadden goes inside. They're trying to get this puck deep. Cleared on out. Towards the empty cage. Oh, what a save! What a clear side save! The speed. And they went for the empty net early. Oh! What a goal! McFadden strikes again! And McFadden found the bank. What a robbery of the vault. A scorcher. And pulled off the greatest heist of this game. We're back within 1 minute 21 left. Rash will resume position in net. And a tight game here. And overtime, very much a possibility now. As Went has it behind the net. Intercepted. 1 minute left. Went to McFadden. McFadden alone. 58 seconds to go. Went has it behind the net. Trying to work out, nobody home. 45 to go. Went's gonna get himself a change here. Crossing on over. It's McFadden. McFadden worked on through, he got hit. 35 to go. Rash. "25 seconds left. We're approaching 0 hour now. Pisano trying to hold on to the puck here. 15 seconds to go. He's being hounded all the way. Trying to drive the net now is Susquehanna. Rash has it. Rash is going to let his team take it down. One last chance here. It's Rapeau. Can Rapeau be a hero? Flip towards the cage, and that will do it. Susquehanna moves on in one of the weirdest instances of a semifinals I've ever seen, where a DVCHC American team takes on a DVCHC Patriot. Kutztown put up a valiant fight. They stuck with it the whole game. They stuck with them the whole game. And at the end, it was just all about that last goal. Not a whole lot you could have done differently in this game. You did everything you could. Congratulations to Snyder for his 2 goals, the first 2 goals of the game, followed by Rachichi, who scored from the blue line, capped off by a nice goal from McFadden. Mason Rash will now meet his opposite Allen. It was a good game, and while the result was not the one Kutztown was hoping or looking for, next season they have a lot to build upon with this amazing group. With that being said, from wherever you're watching, good morning, good afternoon, good night. Thank you so much for tuning in, and catch us tomorrow as we do the DVCHC American Finals of Alvernia University versus the winner of Bucknell Lafayette. Thank you so much, and we'll see you tomorrow.